Okay.
Good afternoon, everybody. Ma'am, shall we start, ma'am? Good afternoon, ma'am. Okay. Shall we start, ma'am?
Yeah, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm happy to invite you all for this webinar on being organized on behalf of AMDA, Association of Municipalities and Development Authorities. As one of the main objectives of this association, we have been organizing webinars, conducting seminars, workshops among the for the benefit of municipal authorities and the development authorities. So on that line, a series of seminars, webinars have been conducted in the recent past, and now today we plan to have this webinar on innovative ventures, the best practices in urban mobility, Mumbai experience. Today we have with us our additional Municipal Commissioner from Mumbai Municipal Corporation, and he has come. He is Mr. P Velrasu, IAS, a senior IAS officer. He was 2002 batch of Indian Administrative Service. He is here in the Municipal Corporation since 2020, January 2020. On our request, in spite of his busy schedule, he has allotted time to share the best practices in implementing the developmental works by the Greater Mumbai Municipal Corporation on the area of development related to mobility aspect in Greater Mumbai. With these few words, I request our respected chairperson to say few words.
Thank you, Mr. Durai. And it's good to see Velrasu here. Warm welcome to you. And I just see from your short intro that my office has made for me that you have actually had a lot of very responsible. You have held so many responsible positions. I'm really happy to have you here, and I think everybody in this webinar would really benefit hearing from you directly, firsthand, how this was planned, how this is going on, what are the challenges, and what are the likely benefits, and how this could be something very useful and emulable for the other parts of the country, especially states like Tamil Nadu, where I think my director also is from, and you're also perhaps from that state. So many parts of the country, especially the states with a long coastline, would be able to benefit from this thing. In fact, I remember I was in Bombay a few months back, and I was able to see the fast pace of construction. I must compliment the kind of energy and enthusiasm we have put into the entire project. And there is a lot of public enthusiasm for that. There's a lot of public acceptance of the project. So I thought that we should have a greater understanding of that. And I'm very happy that my AMDA team has been able to request you, and you have given this time for this. So without much ado, I would again give a warm welcome to everybody. And since I will be going away after a brief while, I would like to thank you, Velrasu, for sparing this time. And
Yes.
we look forward to see you in Delhi sometime. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Request our sir, Velrasu sir, to start presentation.
I must also take a brief moment before the PPT starts, that we have not only Yemmiganur and Mangalgiri and Katwa, Gangarampur, Eluru. We also have Srinagar Smart City Limited here. We have our colleagues from the Srinagar also. So we have and Bhivandi. So we have across, we have huge of participation today. I'm very happy. A warm welcome to everybody. Thank you.
Metropolitan Development.
Just a minute. We are trying to share the presentation. Just a minute.
Maybe till then you can start speaking something about how it happened and some background about that, Velrasu.
Yeah. Oh, so now laptop pick up. Give the laptop. Please try to share it quickly. I thank all of you for this opportunity. Am I audible? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, this Mumbai, this urban mobility, this is a very complex subject. As you know, this Mumbai is a created land. Originally, it was 7 islands. Over a period of time, the land reclamation was done, and it was made into a single longitudinal piece of land. So, designing urban mobility for such a island city, it has always been difficult. But as the history shows, from that time, the first passenger train was run from Mumbai to Thane. So from that time onwards, the planning for the mobility has been going on. And there are multiple authorities who do the planning. For example, it is not only the Bombay Municipal Corporation, which I represent. It is not only that. So we do lots of flyovers, bridges, and we do a lot of roads. We do tunnels, but we are not the only player. So there is the Mumbai Metropolitan Regional Authority. They do planning for the overall metropolitan region. So we do works only in the Mumbai Corporation, but the MMRDA does planning for the overall metropolitan region. And not only that, there is another organization called MSRDC. So that is a State Road Development Corporation, whose specialty is to build the high-tech roads as well as the large flyover structures. Then on the Navi Mumbai side, we have another organization that is known by the name CIDCO, that is the City and Industrial Development Corporation. That is spearheading the new airport. The new airport which is going to come up in the Navi Mumbai, that is being spearheaded by the CIDCO. And CIDCO creates new industrial areas also, as well as the new townships also. For example, Navi Mumbai, the whole city of Navi Mumbai, it was created by CIDCO from a group of villages. And the whole train network in the Navi Mumbai, this was totally a planned thing. Unlike the Mumbai rail network, the Navi Mumbai rail network, if you see the Navi Mumbai railway stations, they have aesthetic sense. They are better planned with the architects, and they are quite modern. Okay. So the limited point I am trying to make is there are multiple authorities and the region is quite vast. But BMC is a very unique place because we house almost 13-14 million population, and the area is only 430 square kilometer. Whereas the MMRDA, the metropolitan region, it houses another additional population of Mumbai. So they have another 14 million population. But in terms of area, it is 10 times higher than Bombay. But if you see Mumbai, the mobility is basically seasonal also, and even the time of the day. So morning, if you see the whole lot of travelers, they reside outside of Mumbai, they reside in MMR region. Okay, right? So they travel all the way into Mumbai using the local trains. So if the morning hours you see every day, we have a ridership of about 70 to 80 lakh people traveling by the urban trains alone. So if you see the morning 6 hours, most of the people, means about 40 lakh people travel taking these urban trains, right? That is the main, so that is the backbone of Mumbai urban mobility. Now the metro works, they are all funded. We have a long-term plan. I think once the presentation comes up, I will rush through them. But I am giving you. Is the presentation visible now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So go to the next slide. Just go. Yeah. This I have spoken because this is a reclaimed city. So originally we had 6 islands, and this is a reclaimed thing. Next. And if you see, this is the typical pattern of mobility. The Mumbai has been, unlike the Delhi, which is probably a circular way of transportation, Mumbai, it has been linear. And the linearity has east axis and western axis. This is the old pattern. And whatever later developments have happened, these all happened around these 2 main axes. Okay. So if you see the yellow lines, these are the highways, the Eastern Expressway and the Western Expressway built around those railway lines. Again, it is vertical. So, so what we have been trying is, now the madam mentioned there are lots of activities going on. What we are recently doing is the coastal road, Mumbai coastal road. That is a 13,000 crore project. So that we will be completing in another, by the end of next year. So again, if you see, it's a vertical axis. So till 2005, the Mumbai has been developing mostly on a vertical basis. So the people come from outside into Mumbai, they go out. But recently, after 2000, we are trying to create grid structure horizontally also. So if you see the Santa Cruz, Chembur link road, the BKC connector, all those horizontal lines, they are very recent development. They are all developed within the last 10 to 15 years, right? And if you see the top, there is a GMLR, Goregaon Mulund link road. where there are going to be huge tunnels below the Sanjay Gandhi National Park. It is almost the advanced stage of finalization. That is going to be horizontal. And MMRDA is planning to do another tunnel from Borivali to Thane. That is not shown in this map. That will connect Borivali to the Thane, which is the adjacent district. So, and if you see the bottom, there is a Mumbai Trans Harbour link. So that is also a totally horizontal development that will link to south of Navi Mumbai. So the whole Panvel area will be benefited by this link. Now, go to the next. Next. Now, this is what I'm saying. So Mumbai can't be dealt alone. The mobility of Mumbai can't be dealt alone because half the population, traveling population, come from outside. So invariably, any planning for Mumbai transportation has to consider the mobility patterns, work profile, employment patterns, and time motion studies of full MMR. So the MMRDA has appointed agency. So we have already created 2 mobility plans. Those mobility plans are available on the website for the interested people. So one mobility plan covered the period up to 2021, and the latest mobility plan, which we released last year at the hands of the Honorable Chief Minister, that outlays our vision for 2041. But next slide. Okay. Now, so these are the basic studies we have done: the population growth rate and the regular scenario, and then the mobility-based scenario, the greater Mumbai and the rest of it. So the brief point here is the population and employment in Bombay, it might stagnate, whereas these opportunities, the population as well as the employment opportunities in the rest of the region, other than the Mumbai, that region, it is going to increase manyfold in the coming years. So any mobility has to consider these trends. Next. Okay. Now our population is our slides visible?
All the participants
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So our population currently is about 13 million population, other than this floating population. Like I said, every day our population is only 13 million. But every day we have a ridership of about 80 lakh people entering Bombay, right? So this is possible through this urban transport, urban suburban train transport, and we have already operationalized 2 lines of metro, and we have a huge fleet of best buses. So this broadly gives a picture. So we have a functional airport. Another airport is coming in Navi Mumbai, which will be operational another 1 year, another 1 to 2 years. We have many sea-based transportation, wet ports we have, and we have metro as well as monorails, which are operationalized, and many metro works are already happening at a very fast pace that I will discuss later. Like I said, we have local trains, we have roads, flyovers, and a fleet of buses operated by a special organization called BEST, BEST. Yeah. Next. But the real point of mobility is how do you integrate all these different modes? This is where the success lies. This is where most of the people fail. We do excellent metro stations. The point is you want people to take the metros. Unless that metro stations are not integrated with other modes of transport, if the transfer is not seamless, then people are not going to move into the public transport mode. So that is where the real challenge is. Most of the places, by practical difficulties, we don't facilitate it, then people don't prefer to travel by the public mode. So there is a saying, any most developed country can be ascertained by the level of public transport it has developed, right? So if people prefer to go by public transport, then one can safely assume the country has developed very much. So this is a case. Now, even in Mumbai, we have developed the metro stations. Now, once you get off the metro stations, whether it is seamless, whether the buses are available frequently, how much time I wait to catch the bus, how much time I have to walk, and how crowded it is, whether I can take my cycle and just to pedal to my workstation. These are the things. There are a lot of micro planning that goes into that. At the planning stage, most of the people plan for that, but when it comes to practical execution, it may not turn out to be what we planned. That is where the expectations fail. Next slide. Yeah, next. So, like I was telling, the Mumbai metropolitan region, the mobility, it has been a continuous subject matter for study. The first study happened in 1966, 62. That was a Bombay Traffic and Transportation Study. In 1962, they have done it. Then the Central Road Research Institute, they have done another study in 78, 84. So they planned a road system for the MMR. So based on that roads, we have created many roads we have created based on that report. Then 1994, there is a comprehensive transport plan for the Bombay metropolitan region. Then the latest report, these are two very comprehensive and very detailed reports. One is the MMRDA CTS, the transport study of 1. So this covers a period of 2008 to 21, right? And what we recently released, the last year we have released, that covers our vision up to 2041. Okay, so the last two reports are critical for the current period. Okay, so now to tell briefly, I won't speak all the details in the slide because they are too detailed. What we are planning is in the Mumbai metropolitan region, based on the population demographies, based on their work pattern, based on the movement pattern, there were detailed surveys conducted. A private agency was appointed to conduct these detailed studies. That is a Lee from Canada, that agency was appointed. They have undertaken detailed studies, and based on the studies, based on that movement pattern, what was recommended in the first report, MMR study report 1, was to have a metro system of 450 kilometers. So this is a new development. The roads were there before, the Mumbai suburban trains were there before. This 450 kilometers of metro, this is the superimposition by the new report. So this work, it is already being implemented and 2 lines have already started. Then what it proposes is always also a high quality network of roads throughout the MMR region. That is about 540 kilometers in a circular fashion. So everywhere, from any point to any point, the connectivity is planned in this. And there are other many standalone facilities planned, like interstate bus terminals, intercity bus terminals, rail terminals, and major and minor truck terminals, and wet ports. These are all part of those plans. So, and the administratively, we have constituted a unified authority, that is Municipal Transport Authority, Mumbai Metropolitan, Unified Mumbai Metropolitan Transport Authority, that is already constituted, and there is a separate fund also created, the Unified Transport Fund, that is also created, because all this it is going to cost more than 2 to 3 lakh crores of rupees. So it has to be pooled. Go to the next slide. So these are some of the lines. I think this is all detailing. Out of the 450 kilometers, we want to reach by 2031. 2021, we wanted to reach around 318 kilometers of metro network, but we are nowhere near it. We are close to only 25-30 kilometers as of now, but in the coming 3-4 years, we will be close to that 300 kilometers of network. The work is happening in a very fast pace, though details are given on the under construction portion of this. So we have more than 24 lines planned.
Excuse me, sorry for interpretation.
Yeah.
All the participants are requested to enable their video option, please.
What is that?
They're asking.
Huh?
They're asking.
I have a small question, Velrasu.
Yes, ma'am.
You mentioned about the UTF. What are the components? What kinds of money go into that UTF?
Yes, ma'am. So the Unified Transport Fund, madam, the Unified Transport Fund, we have different agencies. Like I said, we have SICO, we have MMRDA, we have the BMC. So the Unified Transport Fund is created under authority, and the fund into this kitty, it is all shared by the different agencies, and some agencies contribute on their own, like BMC and all, we contribute our own fund. But some agencies like MMRDA, they leverage their land assets, they do land monetization and create their own assets. So basically, and it also constitutes loans taken from these international agencies. So the loans, the land monetized funds, and the self contribution, everything goes into this kitty.
So, is this like a escrow, and all the money which is coming from monetization or taxes has to go into this compulsorily, or is it voluntary?
This is a broad agreement, madam. It is not escrow, and it is not it is not operated by a single entity. Okay. It's only a broad agreement network framework.
Okay. So who chairs it? Who decides what money from this will go to whom?
Madam, this is chaired by the CM.
By the CM. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Next. So, under this first stage study, it also recommended some technical changes also. So, they proposed station area improvements. So, in Thane and Navi Mumbai, many stations were improvised using this. And there is the conversion from DC to AC. This was proposed by this, which we have been doing. And the maintenance facilities. Then the sixth line, because the local trains, the sixth line, that is additional proposition from this report. Then from the outer limits of Mumbai to Thane and Diva, then CST to Kurla, there are two additional. So there are a lot of recommendations done in this study. So all those recommendations, they are being implemented. They are in different stages of implementation. Okay, next. Okay. So this is the horizontal connectivity, the SCLR, 6.5 kilometers. This we have already completed. And as I told earlier, there are about 214 kilometers of road network also. It is happening, and they all will be completed in another 2 to 3 years. Then the Mumbai Trans Harbour line, work is in very advanced stage. That also will be completed in 2 years. This is an engineering wonder, because this is totally on the sea and creek. It is about 23 kilometers length. Here, this package, interestingly, it was broken down into 3 packages, and we didn't allow any bidder to take all these 3 packages. We said the maximum allowed is 2. So we have done some risk diversification also in this MTHL project. Then if you see, we are this Nahur, Airoli, Katainaka, Badlapur. This is extending the Navi Mumbai through a tunnel. Navi Mumbai, that side there is a huge mountain. So we are tunneling that place, and we are carrying this road up to Badlapur. So this will give a straight line access to Mumbai. Then we are doing a Mumbai Vada spur in the MMR region, then the Kalyan Ring Road. So, and not to mention, we are connecting Mumbai with Nagpur through that Mumbai Samruddhi Mahamar. So this work, this is also very huge work. This is like the interstate expresses of United States, and this work is almost over. So up to Shirdi this year, this road will be inaugurated, and from Shirdi to Mumbai by next year, this road will be inaugurated. So this reduces the traveling time from almost 22 hours to less than 10 hours, 10 to 12 hours. So this is a great addition we have done. Then this Worli Marine Line, this is a coastal road. This is happening at a very fast pace. Anybody traveling along the coast, you would have seen all the places. We have done tunneling below this Malabar Hill, and we have done road work most of the areas, and this road will be open by end of next year. And next, keep on. And but that road goes only up to Bandra. So the MSRDC will be doing the work, that is already work is awarded. The MSRDC will be linking Bandra to north. There is a place called Versova. So Bandra to Versova, again there will be a coastal road that is already tendered out. Work order is given. That work is going to start soon. That will be again sea-based elevated road. Then north of that, again BMC, we are going to do the further coastal road. So that tender is going to be floated this month. Coming October. That we will pick up where the MSRDC leaves it. So it will be Versova to Kandivali. So that portion, BMC will be doing that coastal road. So if you see whole of the western coast, it will be connected by a very longitudinal coastal road. As of now, they are without tolls. So the future policy could change, but as of now, they are without tolls. And all horizontal road works, they are already being planned, and we are trying to create a grid structure within the city by connecting to these two vertical lines, Eastern Expressway and Western Expressway, with those horizontal road networks. Now, because we have already reached 2021, so we commissioned another study for the 2041. So the 2041 is what you are seeing before you. So this proposes further networks of metro networks, another about 150 kilometers of further metro networks, and additional highway networks. So another additional highway networks totaling to 800 kilometers. Next. So this is briefly what are this table has three phases. So the top 18, they are the current phase. They are supposed to be completed by 2026-27. There should be some time overrun, but that about 300 kilometers of metro network will be completing in another 4 to 5 years. The 2027 to 31, they are in phase 2. They are in the DPR stage and the approval stages. And the 64 kilometers, what is shown at the bottom, they are futuristic. That will be additional 64 kilometers. So if you do everything, our network will be complete as of now. As of now, according to our plan, the network will be complete. But even though we have done such a massive planning, but what is already operational is close to about 28 kilometers, 29 kilometers as of today. So we have running length of only 28 kilometers today, but this length will jump in huge length in coming another 4 to 5 years. Next. Yeah, these are all the other, this is the road network which I was talking about. So the different arms, the different branches, everything is planned out. The top 22 to 26, most of the places, the work order has been issued. Construction is already happening, or they are about to be issued. So the top 546 kilometers network, road network, that will be done in coming 5 to 6 years. Then the future work will be taken up. They are shown in the bottom of those table. Yeah, next. I think this is the same, this thing. This is what is the MMR region. This is the Navi Mumbai side. What is happening? This we are trying to show. In the second phase, we are going beyond Panvel. So the Panvel is the outer limit for our current planning. In the future, we are going Panvel to Ranjanpada, Panvel to Apte. We are expanding further down because that time we hope our this metropolitan region will extend up to that point and people will start moving, commuting from those areas also. So this is our futuristic plan. Yeah. So these are the current lines, the immediate plan. These are the lines. So the line 1 is operational fully. The line 2A and the line 6, line 2A and the line 7. Yeah. Line 2A and line 7, they are partly operationalized. All other works, they are already happening. And the line number 3, the collaborative seats, that is the only line that is totally underground. The all other lines are elevated lines. Yeah. Next. This is how the network is going to look like. So the current work, we have already, we are planning to spend about 1.4 lakh crores. There will be 14 lines and these will cover about 225 stations. And the daily ridership will be about 12 million. Yeah. So while planning, we have done this competition, and the planning takes care of all the pedestrians, cars, cyclists, all the grade separation, all those things. These stations are designed such a way within the station area, there is a separation for different classes, different types of commuters. Yeah, next. Yeah. So this, I think we already talked, the Unified Metropolitan Transport Authority. This we already established. There is a Unified Fund, Transport Fund, that arrangement is available. This act, we have added this development charges by amending our act. And not only that, because this is how we raise money for funding this project. And additional stamp duty also we have imposed, 1% additional stamp duty. And whatever recommendations we have incorporated in our development plans and the development plan regulations, right? And we are also considering the transit-oriented development studies. But that has not come up in a big way. That is not the FAR or the FSI. We are not exploited in a big way in the TODs. But the TOD-based studies are already initiated. The 2x2 around each metro station, railway station, that is already under active discussion. How we can develop high-density housing around this metro station. This is already under active consideration. Next. Okay, this is a non-motor transport. So, non-motor transport, the footpath is one thing, but MMRDA, both MMRDA and BMC, we have been actively promoting cycle tracks in the BKC area. We have done a lot of cycle tracks with cycle lockers facility. Even around in the eastern and the western expressway, MMRDA, we are planning to create cycle tracks. And BMC, we also created cycle tracks along our pipelines, even though some areas we have faced the encroachment problems. So the stretches are not as contiguous as possible. There are breaks, but still BMC, we also try to create this cycle tracks. Then that multimodal integration, which I talked about, whether by traveling by cycle or cab or you want to walk, that integration is being done at all the metro stations. And we have collaborated with the World Resources Institute, and we have undertaken a lot of road safety studies also. And we are spending close to 100 crores for junctions improvement and for road safety measures. And not only that, we have appointed urban road designers. We have empaneled about 8 urban road designers to retrofit the existing roads to make the mobility much smoother. What we see most of the metropolitan cities, there are a lot of space available, but there is an artificial congestion created by the electrical poles, and there are some shops, there are some dustbins. So many things make the movement or walking very uncomfortable and unpleasant. So we have appointed 8 urban road consultants. So what the idea is, the existing roads can be retrofitted to make the walking experience pleasant for the pedestrians. Yeah, again. And any mobility plan won't be very successful unless you have the facilities for each mode. So if we have planned to create interstate bus terminals at 4 locations. These are part of the recent report. So this will be developed in future. They are not in existence now. I have to make it clear. And the intercity bus terminals, about 30 numbers we are planning to develop. Then the intercity rail terminals, multimodal hubs, truck terminals, and the union government as well as the state government, we are very keen to develop water transport terminals. For example, recently we have started a ro-ro boat facility which can carry cars, more than about 500 cars to Alibag and further down. So this facility we have started recently. That is a very huge runaway success. And in future, we want to develop water transport also in a big way in the MMR region. Yeah, the planning is already done for that. So in future, what we expect in 2041, what we expect is the currently 2017, the picture is that travel demand is increasing, but the public transport share has come down because people prefer owning their cars and traveling by cars. And the public transport by auto taxi share, it is going up because people don't want to take proper public transport like buses and suburban because they are so congested, right? And the density on the suburban rail, it has come down because the rail network has increased, and the average journey speed, it has come down because of lots of work is happening. The metro work is happening everywhere. The roads are dug out, so the average speed has come down. But what we want to see is, we want to see in 2041 the public transport share to be the king's share in the transport sector, and the intermediate public like auto and taxi should come down drastically, and the density on suburban rail should go down very less. It should not be not congested at all, and the journey speed should be very good. So this is the way. If we achieve this, then the whole MMR region becomes unified, and people won't mind living far off and commute farther distances. Next. Okay. So this is a midterm. So there's a 21. This is where we will be in 2034. So most of our MUTP 2 projects, all the metro lines, most of the metro lines will be complete. Then we will be having a CST to Panvel fast corridor will be there. And there will be elevated corridor also. Andheri to Virar, we are planning to have a elevated train transport also. And we want to have an elevated corridor between Kurla to Bhiwandi also. Now Kurla to Thane, there is a transport, but the Thane to Bhiwandi, there is a separate route. We want to have an elevated corridor there also. Next. These are the current status of the different, metro network. Next. This is another concept we have been toying with. Mumbai, after train transport, the best buses, the red color buses, that is a very important mode of transport. We have been trying to do this for a quite long time, giving a dedicated bus lanes for MRT, mass rapid transit system. But given the size of the roads here and given the linearity, they are not as easy as what is seen in Ahmedabad and other places. But still, we have identified roads which are sufficiently of higher width, and we want to create about 256 kilometers of exclusive bus lanes in the near future. So accordingly, the roads will be widened. There will be dedicated bus lanes will be made available. This is the plan we have done with regard to bus transport. Yeah, next. I think this is what we are planning to do within the city. So this 708 kilometers, there are some missing links, about 200 kilometers of missing links are there. We will be connecting them. We will make the existing roads wide, and this planning is already done in microscopic details. Yeah, next. Next. This shows what are the missing links and all. Next. 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 I don't think I want to show the video. We don't have time. Yeah. So this is one of the classic case where we have constructed the horizontal road connecting the eastern highway to the Western Highway. So I was talking about, this is a road which was already completed and inaugurated. It's a 6.5 kilometer Sendur Chambur Santa Cruz link road. This is already inaugurated and it is operational. Next. This near the airport, if you see, we have constructed a elevated corridor from the Western Expressway, and this we have done using the JNUR funds. Next. Yeah. Now this is the Eastern Freeway. This is a non-stop with only one exit in between. So the entry point is somewhere near Kanjurmarg. After the Eastern Expressway, you enter this, and then you exit at the near South Bombay. So in between there are only 1 or 2 exits available in this expressway, and this we have completed in 2013, and this is totally operational. So a bulk of the people who want to come to South Bombay, they take this road. They don't, because there are no traffic lights, no signals. So once you are in, you are out on the other side. So people prefer traveling by this expressway. Yeah. Yeah. So we have small stretches of monorails also running. Yeah. Next. Yeah. This work, this Goregaon Mulund link road, this is another important horizontal link between the Eastern and Western Expressway. The part of the work is already tendered out and the work is in full swing. About 1,500 crores, it's already tendered out, a work order given. There is 2 tunnels which need to be constructed under the Sanjay Gandhi National Park for this project. Those tenders are likely to come out in the coming month. Next. And it reduces the traffic traveling time from 1 hour to about 18 minutes. We are proud of this project, the Mumbai Coastal Road project. This is an engineering marvel. Like I said, what you might see now, it is only one part of it is the southernmost part of the Mumbai Coastal Road. We are going to spend close to 14,000 crores for this project. It's very in advanced stage of completion. There is a underground tunnel also near Malabar Hill. This will be operationalized probably by end of next year. But like I said earlier, north of this, there is another stretch of coastal road which will be constructed by MSRDC. North of that, we are going to construct another stretch of coastal road using our funds. So together, this coastal road, together it is going to cost about 50,000 crores. Next. What is this? Yeah. Okay. I think this is the tunnel which will connect to Badlapur. This is a MMR region project we are shown. Yeah, this is the outer side. But other than Mumbai, outside of Mumbai, the Mumbai peripheries, the works are happening. The road network works are already happening. This is depicting these things. Yeah. The Trans Harbour link, which I talked about, they are already in advanced stage of completion. The lowermost photo, you see the alignment is already clear and it is complete. Work is in advanced stage of completion. Next. Right. Yeah. So apart from this, we have the multimodal corridor work also. That will be starting from Virar and it will be connecting to Alibag. So this project also, it is in advanced stage. It is already approved. This will bypass Mumbai. It won't come into Mumbai. It will be on the outer periphery of Mumbai metropolitan region. So this project also, it is approved and it is going to be implemented. Yeah. Line 1. These are the details of the metro networks. Go on. This Thane station improvement for the seamless transfer. The upper side, this is pedestrians, and the lower side, this is buses. So this grade separation, everything is done. It is executed recently. Yeah. I really color. Okay, next. Yeah, this is something I think any major city should consider. We have gone for electric double-decker buses, and most of our fleets will be converted into electrical buses. Our best has close to 3,000 buses. So we are phasing out the old buses and we will be moving to electric buses we have already placed order for about 1,800 e-buses, electric buses, and electric buses and CNG. So the diesel-based buses we will be placing out very soon. Yeah. And the water transport we already talked about. There are more than 8 points where 8 jetties where we will be crisscrossing the MMR, and these jetties are being developed by the Mumbai Maritime Board, Maharashtra Maritime Board. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. And there are other modes also. We are not shy away from experimenting. We have Mumbai, the northern side, we have some island areas also like Mud and other places where the passenger traffic is not much. There we are thinking, it is only on the drawing board. So we are thinking of doing a ropeway also as a regular passenger transport mode. Yeah. Next. I think next. Yeah, this is how this ropeways will be connected. So broadly, to cap, I think it's going to be to recap. Any mobility plan, it has to consider the local demographics first, the economic distribution, the movement, how it is going to happen, and the way the cities are developing. Then you have to dovetail the metros and the buses, then the taxi and the cycle tracks. Everything has to be dovetailed, and the ultimate success lies in providing a seamless transfer among these different modes of transport, as well as a seamless card to use different services. We are yet to come out with a card which can be used across the services, but we are already working on it. But soon we will be successful because we have to integrate with the suburban transport also, rail transport also. So if the movement across these different modes are seamless, then you can see a huge drop in the private transport and a very high increase in the public transport. Thank you.
Excellent presentation. And I can see, Velrasu, that you have made no notes. You are speaking almost extempore. And that shows your command and mastery over the entire subject, your passion, and your in-depth knowledge and monitoring.
Thank you.
Excellent presentation. Excellent. And I think I did not know a lot of things. I've learned personally so many things from this. I'm sure everybody here has learned a lot of things. I think we would request you for a copy of the presentation, if possible, if you can share. And I will also request my team from AMDA to get details of certain things from the website of BMC. If not from, you can request Mr. Velrasu's team. One is the 2 mobility plans. Another is the details of the UTF, what it is and how it's created, how it's managed. And so third is the UMTA authority, its constitution, its act, its powers, and how it meets. Stuff like that. And then this MRTP Act, I think there's the normal act, but still. And you also mentioned a draft RP in one of the presentations. I think we can have a look at that. My RP team also is here. You can also have a look at that, Naresh. And then you also talked about the NMT proposals, which is very nice. So all in all, it's very comprehensive. It covers all the modes of transport. I'm very happy to say, from pedestrian to Ro-Ro buses, Ro-Ro ferries. That's very, very interesting. Ro-Ro ferries is very, very interesting. Kolkata has got some. We've got something in the northeast. We are trying to do with Assam and Bhutan. But I'm very happy to see that even Bombay is doing that. That's very good. And of course, the concourse level integration and segregation of different kinds of traffic. Commuters, that's again a very good thought process, which will give a kind of comfort to all the categories of commuters. That's very important. The overall comfort of passengers is very important. So very, very well thought out. Most strength in your team. I think we can lay the house open for other parts from the other cities who would like to ask some questions to Bombay.
Now, the participants who wants to get clarification with any, please.
I have shared the presentation with Mr. Dure, ma'am. So, I mean, they can share further with all the audiences, and it has all the details. So, because of lack of time, I just rushed through, but it has all the details, and whatever further questions ma'am asked, I will try to give the details. So, yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think Gangarampur municipality, they have sent a message of thanks. Then we have Katwa, Mangalgiri, Yermir Ganur. If there is anybody who wants, who has any question, Ramji Bonpur, that's some other place. Nagarkoil Commission is there. If you have any questions, or what we can do is, it must be a very busy time. Maybe the officers and the teams from the different cities can think over the presentation, and if they have any teams, they can write to AMDA, or if Bombay is okay, if Velrasu is okay, they can write to you directly with a copy to AMDA, so that we can follow up and see that how you can clarify the doubts or questions hereafter.
Yes, ma'am. That will be fantastic. So, Mr. Dure can share the email ID with the participants, and whatever persons they have, they can bilaterally write us. We'll respond.
That will be nice. So, I think, Mr. Dure, you should thank everybody.
Thank you. Thank you very much. First of all, let me thank our chairperson who is behind all the contributions and everything. So, it is because of Madam's direction we were able to organize, and the support of all the colleagues. And let me thank our Sir, Additional Municipal Commissioner, Sir, Mr. Velrasu, IAS, who has presented very comprehensively the total. Not only, I mean, restriction was not happened within the municipal corporation efforts, it was covering the whole thing. We had a complete, comprehensive picture. Of course, we need to know many more detail this thing. And of course, always Mumbai stands as an example for all other metropolitan cities who are very much interested in transport-related subjects. One of the such development is a monorail. We may point out monorail development like that. Now waterways development and all other developments. Yes, sir. We got benefited, I hope, and we have participation from Kolkata Metropolitan Development Authority on east to down south in the Nagarkoil, and on the north, Kashmir, Jammu, Srinagar Municipal Corporation, and Elluru, all many municipal authorities and development authorities, including our from NCR Planning Board, all joined with us, and they all participated. I thank, and I take this opportunity to thank all the officials who participated, and the AMDA officials also. Thank you so much, sir, because in spite of your busy schedule, and we were able to comprehend the whole thing, put it in a right time and in a comprehensive way. So, thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Before I conclude, I want to put one message for our participants. The next program, next webinar, which we have scheduled to commence at 4 p.m. and we, due to unexpected situation, we need to cancel, and we will be having a webinar on this topic subsequently. This will be communicated to you all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Velrasu. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.